The government has to do more to embrace the totality of the Jewish people around the world. This, according to Rabbi Richard Jacobs, the president of the Union for Reform Judaism in North America. He was recently in Israel and criticized the government's failure to implement its decision to set up an egalitarian prayer section at the Western Wall. More on this report from IBA's Aryeh O'Sullivan.
A progressive prayer session at the Western Wall recently. Led by Rabbi Rick Jacobs, the leader of the massive Reform Judaism movement in the United States, the prayers passed without incident.
There are men gathered, we could be there. Look, there are women gathered, we could be there. Oh my gosh, look over there. There's a very joyful and beautiful and inclusive and spirited Judaism. That's where I want to be.
Rabbi Jacobs is troubled that the government has not yet implemented its decision from a year ago to allow egalitarian prayer at the Western Wall by Reform and conservative Jews.
I've tried to establish a policy that enables the Kotel to be receptive to Jews from every part of the Jewish world. And this is something that remains our policy.
But he is encouraged by the appointment of Minister Tzachi Hanegbi to find a compromise with the Orthodox over the Kotel.
It's not going to be implemented with prayer alone. It's got to be implemented with real deep dialogue with the different parties. Tzachi Hanegbi said very clearly that he is ready to do that. He understands North American Jewry and that the majority of Jews in the world need to know that in this place they are not only welcome, but they have a place to offer prayers as we do throughout the world.
Some 2 million Jews are members of the Reform movement, the largest stream of Judaism in North America, and with generally liberal leanings. When Netanyahu goes to the AIPAC summit at the end of the month in Washington, Rabbi Jacobs wants him to know that American Jews aren't just interested in Israel's security, but also its character and values.
I hope the Prime Minister will not only address, as he always does appropriately, the security issues facing the state of Israel, but what are the moral and what are the democratic issues facing the Jewish state, and how will he make sure to lead this country with decisions that embrace the totality of the Jewish people and ensure the rights of all citizens of this country.
He also warned that the cozy relationship Israel is giving to President Trump could have negative ramifications in the future.
We are fearful that in this moment that what's happening is Israel is becoming a partisan issue, and the statements that many people make it seem that only Republicans can be pro-Israel. Only Republicans can be real partners with Israel. That is a damaging shift. We must prevent that.
Rabbi Jacobs also took issue with recent Knesset action that he says weakens Israel's democracy, like the Muezzin bill.
I can't imagine how that is good for the state of Israel, to be harsh in limiting the free expression of the Muslim community in Israel. I would caution many of those in the Knesset who feel that this is the way they will protect Israel. I think this is the way they endanger Israel, and I would hope that this whole series of legislative moves will be stopped. I hope that many of them will be reversed.
The support for Israel by the Reform movement is strong, and his criticism is out of love. But it seems that the schism between this large chunk of diaspora Jewry and the current Israeli government is growing. Aryeh O'Sullivan for IBA News.